Hey, this is GemmyD's on Cars.
Hey everybody, this is Dan for GemmyD on Cars, and this is
Viv.
And she's my daughter. And today we're going to talk about the equipment that I use for my vlogging. I got a couple questions on Instagram about the equipment that I use, and I'm going to go over everything I use that I've always used to make every single one of my vlogs. We'll talk about where I got it, the price, and it'll just be a little idea of the things that I use. So if you're looking to start your own channel, you can use the things that I use. Okay, now Viv is going to show you the first thing I use that I use for almost all of my videos, and it is my GoPro.
Camera.
Okay, now this is my GoPro Hero 5, which I've used for a little over 6 months. I first started out using this camera, which is an Akaso EK7000. I got this on Amazon. It was about $85. I got it because I wanted to get, not a cheaper camera, but I wanted to get something just to start, and then I would go from there. So this GoPro, here, let me see, Viv.
Okay.
I have a case and a microphone with this one. I'll get into the specifics after I talk about each thing, but this is the main camera that I use, a GoPro Hero 5. Right?
I actually have 5.
Yeah, you're 5. She's
Yeah.
5.
Yeah. This is a camera stick.
Yeah, this is the stick that I use to put both of my cameras on. I got it on Amazon. This was also $10. Alright, so I switched over to the GoPro now. Every thumbnail I've ever used for my YouTube channel, I've shot with my iPhone. So Viv has that. Yep. All the videos that I do in my orange chair over there in a different spot in the house, I use this tripod to put the camera on top of. And every single accessory that I've got it on Amazon for essentially 10 bucks. This tripod was 10 bucks. This stick was 10 bucks. Even my big tripod that I use, I got this on Amazon for 10 bucks. So the accessories are relatively cheap. Okay, now Viv is standing next to my big tripod that I just mentioned I got on Amazon. And it's amazing that this thing costs 10 bucks because it does everything you need it to do. It has a level right here to make sure you got your cameras on straight. Right, Viv? It's almost as tall as her. I mean, this part actually goes up. Here, watch out. This part actually goes up another foot. Now when I loosen this piece here, this part goes up another foot. So I mean, it's essentially 5 feet off the ground to take care of any high shots I would need or anything. So this has been by far the most useful thing that I used that was 10 bucks. You think it's cool, Viv?
Yeah. So he was just having trouble with this thing, and I don't know what it's called. It's called Elsa.
It's called a tripod.
Oh!
Okay. Now the next thing I use here is
Windshield mount.
Yeah, this is the official GoPro mount, and it's amazing. I had a cheaper mount that I got on Amazon, but this is the real deal. This thing was, I think, $40. I got it on Amazon still, but it is the official GoPro mount. I've used this on the outside of a car once. I actually didn't end up using the footage, but these things are rated for like 150 miles an hour, which I'm not going that fast. So this is a staple for any time I do footage on the inside of cars too. So I definitely love this thing. I would recommend getting this for sure. Now this last thing that I use for my POV videos, it actually looks like it's in my field of vision, but I can see. It's just the way my peripheral vision works. I use the Akaso camera for this one, and I got this head mount on Amazon again for $10, and I use this when I do my POV videos. It's not the most comfortable setup, honestly, but it gets the job done. My GoPro is a little too heavy to be in this mount. That's why I use this camera. And it gets the job done. So yet again, another thing on Amazon, 10 bucks, gets good footage. Alright, so I want to go a little bit more in depth about the setup I have with my GoPro with the external microphone. Last year when I first started with the GoPro alone, without the external microphone, the audio was not as good as I wanted it, and people were complaining that the wind noise was bad. So after Christmas, I got some stuff on Amazon, and the microphone I use is called a Saramonic TRS omnidirectional mic. So this audio of this clip is with the mic clipped in. Now this is the normal GoPro audio. It's definitely not as good. It's a little more tinny, and you can definitely tell the difference. So let's switch back to the microphone. Okay, now I just plugged the microphone back in. I hope you can tell the difference in the audio quality, because this one is definitely better than the normal audio that comes with the GoPro Hero 5. So I'm going to switch to my iPhone so I can show you the different components of my setup. So I'll see you in a second. Okay, so I'm holding my camera for the setup. Now I have the normal GoPro Hero 5. This stick I also use is another $10 accessory I got on Amazon. This right here. The case, I will put a link in the description, but the case was I think $20. The reason that I had to get this case for the GoPro Hero 5 is that the Hero 5s have to have this overpriced, ridiculous battery adapter. And I got this case because the little shoe here on the top, I will point to it, it has an area that I mounted the camera adapter to. Now I used 2 normal zip ties on the top to keep this adapter onto the case itself. And this is the microphone right here. I bought I think a $5 case of the little furry things that reduces the wind noise. I mean, I didn't really want one of those setups with the huge gray, wind muffler on it.
No, 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 hell no.
And this is just a smaller camera. I like my setup because it is small and it's easy to use. So the microphone itself, I think, was $25, and the little wind muffle things were $5, and it came in a bag of 5. So I hate that I have to use this adapter because it would be a lot easier if I could just plug in the microphone to the camera itself. But for some reason, GoPro Hero 5s do not work that way. So this is my microphone and camera setup, and I'm pretty pleased with it. I think it gets the job done. So I will continue to use this for as long as I can, and hopefully I have some good audio. So when I was doing my research about which external microphone to get for my GoPro Hero 5, I looked up stuff on YouTube, and I came across a video from the channel called The Path Less Traveled. That's their channel right there. And he had an excellent video that basically detailed the things that I currently use. I mean, I use the same exact setup that he uses for his GoPro. I wanted to give them a shout out. Their channel is called The Path Less Traveled. They do a lot of bike videos, but he also talks about a lot of tech stuff too. So thanks for the setup, guys. I use it and I enjoy it. Alright, so that's a quick look at all the equipment that I use for my channel. A lot of these things I've used since day one. I mean, I've had my channel for a year and a couple months now, and I've used these from day one. So hope that gives you a little bit of insight about the setup that I use, so that if you're looking for a channel or looking for equipment to use, you can use that too. Hope you enjoyed this video. Check out my channel, give me a like, check out the videos, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.
Everyone.
Say hi.
Hi, guys.
Go ahead, make your silly faces because I know you want to. Go ahead. This is what vlogging with a 5-year-old is like.
Yeah.
She's crazy, right? Are you crazy?
Yes, I am, and I bleed. Ow!
Okay. All right. Just stand right there, okay? And be quiet, okay? No, quiet.